When it's time to scale your business, it's time for Shopify. Get everything you need to grow the way you want. Like, all the way. Stack more sales with the best converting checkout on the planet. Track your cha-chings from every channel, right in one spot. And turn real-time reporting into big-time opportunities. Take your business to a whole new level. Switch to Shopify. Start your free trial today.
And we're live on match day as Doug reaches for a buffalo wing. He's got it! Oh, and he's gone for a can of Pepsi too! What a finish! There's no doubt about it. It just tastes better. Match days deserve Pepsi.
Hello and welcome to The Morning Five. I'm your host, Michael Ware, President and CEO of the Center for Christianity and Public Life. Today is Wednesday, July 15th. Let's begin with a reading from the 37th Psalm. Fret not yourself because of evildoers. Be not envious of wrongdoers, for they will soon fade like the grass and wither like the green herb. Trust in the Lord and do good. Dwell in the land and befriend faithfulness. Delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. Commit your way to the Lord. Trust in him, and he will act. He will bring forth your righteousness as the light, and your justice as the noonday. Be still before the Lord, and wait patiently for him. Fret not yourself over the one who prospers in his way, over the man who carries out evil devices. Refrain from anger, and forsake wrath. Fret not yourself, it tends only to evil. For the evildoers shall be cut off, but those who wait for the Lord shall inherit the land. In just a little while, the wicked will be no more. Though you look carefully at his place, he will not be there. But the meek shall inherit the land and delight themselves in abundant peace. May God bless the reading of his word. Friends, so good to be with you. Let's catch up on the news. First up, an Iranian attack on an oil tanker in the Strait of Hormuz on Tuesday killed an Indian sailor and injured 10 others. Iranian forces hit 2 tankers registered with the United Arab Emirates. 30 of the 46 crew members on those 2 ships were Indian nationals. Another Indian crew member has been missing since this weekend after an Iranian strike hit a Cyprus-flagged ship. The Indian government said yesterday that it has raised a strong protest with Iran's emissaries in India, urging an end to the targeting of commercial shipping and civilian infrastructure in the region. Next up, U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement has suspended the agency's use of traffic stops after 2 fatal shootings of drivers over the past week. The order instructs ICE agents not to halt moving vehicles to arrest a car's occupants. According to the Wall Street Journal, traffic stops are one of the most common tools immigration officers rely on to carry out arrests, and the change will almost certainly put a dent in the numbers of people the administration has been taking in to meet its internal arrest quotas. Now let's get into today's main story. The Supreme Court is asking Congress to approve more funding for the security of both the building itself and of the highest court's justices who are facing rising security threats. Justices Amy Coney Barrett and Elena Kagan appeared before a spending committee in Congress yesterday to testify about the court's security needs. Barrett said she has had to wear a bulletproof vest at times. She said, quote, "I didn't expect that performing this service would put me in the position of explaining to my children what a bulletproof vest was." Nominees for the Supreme Court testify in confirmation hearings on Capitol Hill, but it's rare for current justices to appear before Congress. The last time justices testified on the Hill was in 2019, which emphasizes how high of a priority this new funding is for them. According to the New York Times, Kagan told lawmakers that the Supreme Court police estimated a 38% increase in threats against the complex and justices this year compared to the year prior, and a 25% increase in threats last year. Kagan said some of the new funding would go towards screening people outside of the building instead of inside after entering. The request allocates $6.5 million to create a screening facility. Kagan said, quote, "We are concerned about people coming into the building before they've been checked and only checked when in the building." The full funding request for the next fiscal year is $228 million, about 10% more than the year before. Of that, $14.6 million would be for beefing up security, like assigning 6 more security agents per justice. The court would also expand the number of police in its security force. Threats against justices usually coincide with high-stakes legal decisions. After a draft of a Supreme Court opinion overturning Roe v. Wade leaked in 2022, protesters gathered outside justices' homes. A person from California was later arrested outside Justice Brett Kavanaugh's house with weapons. Kagan told members of Congress yesterday that for some of us, those threats have come very close, and all of us live with the knowledge that they may again materialize. But as the Chief Justice has said, all members of the court continue to do their jobs as they believe legally right, adjudicating cases without fear or favor. Members from both parties seem supportive of sending more funding to the Supreme Court. Congressman Steny Hoyer, a Democrat from Maryland, said during the hearing, quote, "With a deeply divided country and increasingly violent rhetoric being directed at judges, Congress must provide sufficient funding to ensure the safety of all judicial personnel." Let's stop there for today and go to the Lord in prayer. Dear Father, always near us, may your name be treasured and loved. May your rule be completed in us. May your will be done here on earth in just the way it is done in heaven. Give us today the things we need today. Forgive us our sins and impositions on you as we are forgiving all who in any way offend us. Please don't put us through trials, but deliver us from everything bad, because you are the one in charge and you have all the power, and the glory too is all yours forever, which is just the way we want it. All right, friends, thank you for joining me today. As always, The Morning Five is brought to you in partnership with the That Sounds Fun Network, supported by the Center for Christianity and Public Life. If you'd like to learn more about our work at CCPL, you can visit ccpubliclife.org. Hope you have a wonderful Wednesday.